Alright guys, so this is the first of a two-part video showing you how to set up a product in Ecwid from start to finish. So what you're going to need open is you're going to need Ecwid open obviously, and you're going to need to be signed into Ecwid, which I am, and you're going to need the supplier that you're dealing with, you're going to need their website open. In my case, I'm working with a company called Lure Apparel, so I have Lure's website open as you can see right here. So the first thing you're going to want to do, you're going to go to Ecwid, you're going to want to be logged into Ecwid, and then you're going to want to click on products. After you do that, you're going to want to click add new product. And you come to this blank page with a lot of empty spaces that need to be filled in. So first things first, the name. What is the name of the product? I decided that as my example, I'm going to set up this heliconia top. So I'm going to click on that. And here we are at its page on the Lure website. So the name is simple. It's Heliconia top. So I'm just going to go to Ecwid and I'm going to type that in. Heliconia top. And that part is done. Really simple. Next thing is the SKU number right here. So the SKU number can always be found at the supplier's website. It's usually a series of digits. In this case, it's right here. These digits right here are the SKU number on Lure. So I'm going to copy those and I'm going to paste them into the SKU on Ecwid. But there's a catch. For Great Moods, when you type something into Ecwid, you're always going to start the SKU number with a 3-letter prefix. That 3-letter prefix is going to represent the supplier that the product is from. In this case, the supplier is Lure Apparel, and the prefix that we use for Lure is LUR. So I'm going to type in LUR. And then what we always do is we add an underscore after the prefix, and then the digits follow after that. So our SKU number in its entirety is LUR underscore 1716-01. That's it for the SKU number. For this weight/pounds, we don't worry about that. We just leave that blank. The next thing is the description right here. And when you go to the supplier's website and you go to the product page, there's typically a description no matter what website you're on. As you can see at Lure, it's really easy. They have a description right here that I found pretty easily. So I'm just going to copy that. I'm going to go back to Ecwid. I'm going to scroll down to the description and I'm going to paste it into there. And just like that, we have the description. So we have the name, we have the SKU number, and we have the description. Looking good so far. The last thing we need to add is an image right here, a default image. So I'm going to go to the product. I'm going to click on the image that first popped up. I'm going to click Save As, and I'm going to create a new folder for these images. You're going to want to make a new folder because you're going to be saving a series of images. So I'm going to click Create New Folder. Oops, first I'm going to click on Pictures, and then I'm going to click Create New Folder. And I'm going to type in, let's see, we'll type in Lure EX, for example. So Lure Example. I'm going to open that, and then I'm going to save it. So now this image right here is saved in my new folder that I just created for these images. So I'm going to go to Ecwid. I'm going to click on this empty square right here that says Add Image. And I'm going to go to my pictures, and I'm going to open that Lure EX folder that I just created, and I'm going to upload that picture. And there we go, just like that. We have our picture, we have our name, our SKU number, and our description. This first part is done, so the last thing you want to do whenever you finish something in Ecwid, you want to click Save. So I'm going to click Save, and there we go. We're ready to move on to the next part. So for the next part, we're going to go to Attributes, and we're going to deal with the cost. So we're going to set up the price right here. So I'm going to click Attributes. Before we set up the actual price, we need this wholesale cost right here. And to find the wholesale cost, you're going to want to go to the supplier's website. So I'm going to click on Lure's website. And as you can see, this is the retail price. We need the wholesale price. To get the wholesale price, you typically need to be logged into the supplier's website. I can't find the login for Lure's website right now, but I do have a pamphlet next to me that has the wholesale costs in them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the wholesale cost that I see in this pamphlet, which is $30, which would normally come up on here if I was logged into the website. And I'm going to type $30 into the wholesale cost in Ecwid right here. So here we go, $30. Now, once you have the wholesale price, you can actually find the price of the product as a whole. To do that, for Great Moods, our markup is 225% on clothing, and for like accessories and jewelry, the markup is 300%. Since this is a top we're dealing with, it's just that goes under the category of clothing. So it's gonna be a 225% markup. So the first thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open a calculator. I don't have one open on my computer, obviously, but I have one right in front of me. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do $30, so 30.00, and I'm gonna multiply that by 2.25, which is the equivalent to 225%. And what comes up is 67.50. So I'm going to type that in right here. 67.50. Now, one last thing we need to do before we're done with the price. Great Moods prices always end in 0.99. So we're actually going to delete the 0.50 and we're going to replace it with 0.99. Again, all of Great Moods products end in 99 cents. So make sure you change that. So just like that, we have the wholesale price, we have our marked up price, so you're done. So all you got to do is click save, and you're ready to move on to the next part. The next part is going to be kind of where you really get into the whole setting up of colors, sizes. It's the nitty gritty of all this setup, and you're going to find that in the part 2 to this video. So thank you, move on to part 2, and we'll continue from there.